name's Tim Holt, and I actually joined DSC about a year and a half ago. And my routine prior to joining DSC for workouts was really nothing. I'd join a gym, I'd go consistently for about a month, and then I would, tend to become a weekend warrior at that point and pretty much start making excuses on why not to go to the gym. So I never really was able to get into a regular routine. Physically, I didn't really feel great. I didn't seem to have a whole lot of energy. I felt a little sluggish, throughout the day, just not having that exercise. Mentally, probably the same way. I'd go home at night after work and hit the couch and fall asleep at a pretty early hour. So all in all, I don't think my health was really that great mentally and physically. Actually, my wife joined DSC about 6 months before I did, so her being here sort of put a little bit of pressure on me to start coming and join the gym. I guess initially I really didn't have specific goals in mind. I think I wanted to come and start to get back into shape and start to have more energy as I started a regular workout routine. There was a little bit of anxiety just coming back to the gym just because I never had a real workout routine, never had a real commitment to the gym. I did have a little bit of intimidation around the class setting, but once I got here, joined in, was part of a class, to me that structure, and I need that. I need the push, I need the structure to do what I'm supposed to do and be successful. To go back to the structure, that's what I needed. I needed the structure, I needed the instruction, I needed both of those things to help push me in the right direction. And then once it became part of my daily routine, then I never looked back. I think I just, needed to change the way that I thought about the gym. I didn't make it a priority. I didn't make my health a priority or just working out in general. So just wrapping my head around going to the gym, how good it makes me feel when I leave here, and changing my life around to some degree, and just being consistent and making it part of my day-to-day, habits. The coaches are great. They bring a lot to the table. I think there's a lot of energy whenever you come in. There's a lot of knowledge. They create a good atmosphere. They understand the classes, they understand the people, they understand the different levels that are here at any given time. They modify workouts if you need to. When I first came, certainly there needed to be some modification. I originally felt that, okay, I'm not in great shape. Is there something wrong? But the modifications are really a way to get you to take a step in the right direction and start slow and not get injured. And it's all about health at the end of the day. Nutrition program, the primary goal there was to lose some weight, and I did take cholesterol medication, so I wanted to come off that medication. And I'd go see my doctor once a year. I'd go for that physical, and he would always say, you need to lose 15 pounds, you need to eat better, you need to exercise, and I never did that. And he always threatened the medication, and finally he did put me on it. So once I found out there was a nutrition program here, that's when I decided to go after that weight loss goal to hopefully not take the medication going forward. Awesome. So for me, the nutrition program, there were 3 things that I really took away. One being the meal prepping, so that allowed me to be more consistent throughout the week with what I'm eating at different meals. So that prep really helped me be consistent. The macros, understanding how to use macros with weight management was a tremendous help. And then just the accountability, tracking the food, using MyFitnessPal to plug in what you're eating during the day and really have the visual of seeing how the macros or how the food impacts your macros for your overall goal. I definitely had more energy because I was eating correctly, and I was still coming here on a fairly regular basis, so I felt like I had the energy, my workouts felt better, and I didn't leave here exhausted. I felt like I worked hard and I felt really good about it, and I think the nutrition really helped with that. So since starting at DSC, my results, I think for me, have been very good. I've lost 55 pounds since starting. I was able to come off cholesterol medication, working with my doctor during the last visit with him. I started running consistently. I did my first 5K last year. I did the Spartan race, which I would have never thought I would be able to do in the past. Some of my goals for this year, I want to run a half marathon, and I'd like to do a Spartan Super. So, overall, I feel much better, and I really owe the success to DSC and the coaches and working closely with me, and my hat goes off to everybody. For me, the successful pieces around DSC are just the atmosphere, the amount of energy that's here whenever you come in. I think, we're being pushed, but it's in a good way, and it, definitely has proven to have results. The atmosphere is great, the sense of community, the recharge classes are great, and obviously we talked about the nutrition program, so I think for me, just everything in general just all ties together nicely. So for people that are thinking about joining, obviously, I've had great success here, and I think, people like me, came in, I had a little anxiety, there was definitely a little bit of stress, but the coaches really take that away. There's the classes, the structure, the discipline. You don't come in and have to think about what you need to do. Everything is designed for you, and they hit different pieces. There's cardio, there's strength training, so you get the full gamut of a workout depending on when you come, and the coaches guide you the whole way. The advice I would give myself is I probably should have listened to my wife sooner and started sooner would be one thing that I would take away. But really, I don't know, the advice going forward is to remain consistent. Be consistent with your workouts, be consistent with nutrition, and you'll be a healthier person.